If you have been a subscriber to my channel, you will have noticed a progression in videos that deal with very provocative subject matter. Why do I cover these provocative topics? Well, it's actually pretty simple. My soul journey for the last 3 years, but in particular this last year when I started recording YouTube videos, my soul journey has been one of growing out of every fearful shadow. And part of overcoming the fear through conscious expansion took away the fear to consider difficult topics and subject matter. Once you lose the fear, you're not afraid to ask the difficult questions. And today, right now, I have another controversial topic on my mind that I would like to have a conversation about in this video. And because of my Christian background, my long-term Christian faith of over 35 years of my life, I am passionate about assisting Christians to know their soul and to find their pathway home within themselves, to find their own soul, and encourage them on their journey to deconstruction. If you're not deconstructing Christianity and its theology, then my videos will probably be offensive to you. But then in that case, they are not for you. But I do want to assist the thousands of people out there that are awakening and starting to question the doctrines and the theology that we were taught under Christianity. And my topic right now that I would like to raise is as more and more historical evidence is surfacing through the internet, and that there's now less and less censorship. The idea that Jesus of Nazareth, or Yeshua, the man that we have esteemed to be God, come as a human being. The idea that Jesus of Nazareth had a life partner and wife by the name of Mary Magdalene makes a lot of Christians very nervous. And the point of my video is to get behind that nervousness and that anxiety and try to figure out the shadow of where our fears reside surrounding that issue. Why does the idea of Jesus having been a married man make us nervous as Christians? That concept and historical quote unquote fact, if you dig deep enough, there is a lot of evidence that this is true. But that concept and idea is terrifying because that would mean that Jesus was an ordinary man and that he was not this deified God as we deified him in Christianity. And that puts our belief in him as our Savior, as our divine Savior, on shaky ground. It's not acceptable for quote unquote God to be married and have a human life. And yet the scriptures they do tell us in several passages that Jesus lived the life of an ordinary human being, and he was tempted and tried in all the facets that we are tempted with on a daily basis. But the reason why we are uncomfortable with that concept is because it shakes our Christian theology and the doctrine of salvation. And once you begin questioning salvation, then what do you end up with in the end? What is left of that spiritual structure that we've built for ourselves to stand on, to find our comfort and stability in, right? Once that starts to shake, what are we going to stand on? And I've gone through the shaking, and I've gone through an awakening, and I have received great amounts of expansion into consciousness, into higher dimensions, and understanding all the a lot of the Christian principles that were taught. And I invite you to check out my YouTube channel and look over some of the topics that I am dealing with in my videos. And perhaps there is some information in there that will help you on your own soul journey and encourage you and give you an understanding of some of these passages under the new light, what they might actually mean. Yes, my main work is to uncover our subconscious psychological shadows, the fears, the anxieties that were created through our childhood trauma, through abandonment and rejection wounds. And all of humanity has this shadow, has these shadows in their soul, and that caused us to lose soul aspects and why we don't feel whole. We have to heal these shadows in us and integrate our soul back together with our mind and body in order to experience wholeness in this life. And it is my heart to assist people on their spiritual journey. And if you have questions, you can post those in the comment section. And if I have answers and if I have the inspiration, I will make a video about it and try and answer them. So, yeah, why are my videos of such controversial nature? Because I want to uncover the subsurface fears that really drive our life and drive the beliefs that we hold about life and about God. And I'm here to help in the capacity that I'm able to. So, and I appreciate you watching and following my journey, following along, and I hope that it helps.